Hello everyone. So today we will be discussing about a very short overview on a topic that is Corynebacterium diphtheria. So let's start with it. Corynebacterium diphtheria, the other name for it is Kleb Loeffler bacilli. Kleb Loeffler bacilli. It is a gram-positive bacteria. It is rod-shaped, non-sporing, non-motile. Okay. Now the transmission of the Corynebacterium diphtheria, that is by the droplets, respiratory droplets, and also it can be by the close contact. Okay, close contact. Now it can also be infect the skin, like if the person is having a cut or a wound, okay, then through the abrasion of the skin, the bacteria can enter and it can damage it. Okay, so the transmission, it is by the respiratory droplets, like if someone is sneezing or coughing, it can transmit it, and also by shaking the hands, like that is through the close contact. And also if you have got any cut or the wound on the skin, then through that abrasion of the skin, the bacteria can enter and it can cause the damage. Okay, so this is just overview about it, that it is known as a Kleb-Loeffler bacilli. It is gram positive, rod shaped, non-sporing and non-motile. Okay, now for this Corynebacterium diphtheria, we do a stain that is known as the Albert stain, and as here you can see in the image, the Corynebacterium diphtheria, they are in green color. Okay, and on the Albert stain, here you can see the two poles. At the two poles you can see the black color. These are nothing but they are the granules. Okay, and as you can see at the two poles here, so they are known as a bipolar. Okay, as a two poles, so it is known as a bipolar. Okay, they are the bipolar granules. Okay, and we have talked in our first slide that it is a gram positive. Okay, so this will take the color of a purple color, because the gram positive bacteria, they are always stained with the, they always give the staining color, that is the purple color. Okay, and here you have to remember that we have the three types of the granules, so we have to here remember the name of the three granules. So the first, it is known as a metachromatic granules. Metachromatic granules. Okay, the other one is the volutin granules. Volutin granules. And the last one is the Babes-Ernst granule. Babes-Ernst granules. And as in the morphology of this bacteria, you can see here in the image that some are like the Y shape and some are like the L shape. And this pattern of arrangement of the bacteria, that is nothing but it is known as a Chinese letter pattern. Chinese letter pattern. Okay, Chinese letter pattern. So you just have to here remember that we do a staining for it, that is the Albert stain, and it will show you the green color, and at the end we have the granules, and they are both will be of purple color, because as we talked that it is a gram positive, so it will always stain the purple color. And these granules we have of the different three types. They are the metachromatic granules, volutin granules, and the Babes-Ernst granules. Okay, we have the two types of the media for Corynebacterium diphtheria. One is the enriched media and other is the selective media. So enriched media, you have to remember by like what we said, the other name for the Corynebacterium diphtheria, that is Kleb Loeffler. Okay, so the enriched media here is also Kleb Loeffler's serum slope. Loeffler's serum slope. Okay, and the selective media, that is the potassium tellurite agar. And on potassium tellurite agar, here you have to remember that on this agar, the colonies that will appear on agar will be black color. Colonies will be black color. Okay, black color. So these are the two media that you have to remember, that is the enriched media, that is the Loeffler serum slope, and selective media, that is the potassium tellurite agar. And on the agar we will get a colonies which will be given as a black color. Okay, now how, what is the pathogenesis for this? Okay, now we have the very different types of the varieties of the Corynebacterium diphtheria. You can see there are different species of Corynebacterium diphtheria. Okay, but not all the Corynebacterium diphtheria, they are toxigenic. Okay, but how they are made toxigenic, that is by the bacteriophage. Okay, now you can ask me that what is a bacteriophage. So here I have placed the image of it. Okay, so this is nothing but this is a bacteriophage, and this is the DNA of the bacteriophage. Okay, now this bacteriophage is nothing but it is a virus. Okay, it is a virus, and what this virus will do, it will attach to the bacteria. Okay, it will attach to the bacteria, and release its DNA into the bacteria, into the bacteria. And what this and after this, what will happen, that once this virus, that is the bacteriophage, it will attach, and what it will do, it will give its DNA to the bacteria, and this is how the bacteria will produce a toxin, okay, that is the exotoxin. So this is how the Corynebacterium diphtheria, they become toxigenic. Now we will see further that now what the toxin will do, or what it will make the alterations in our body, okay. Now, this exotoxin, okay, what it will do, it will cause the destruction of the cell, okay, it will cause the destruction of the cell, and it will inhibit the protein synthesis. So this is the mechanism which you have to remember, that what the exotoxin will do, it will inhibit the protein synthesis, and because of this, now the cell, it cannot grow, okay, the cell, it cannot grow. Also, this toxin, I will say you that this toxin will go, and it will it has caused already the necrosis, okay. Now this, the cellular debris, they will go and deposit as a pseudomembrane. Now what is a pseudomembrane, that you can see here in the tonsil, it will go and attack, and here you can see as a grayish white patch. This is nothing but a pseudomembrane, grayish white patch on tonsil, that is nothing but which is known as a pseudo membrane, okay, pseudo membrane, okay. And also it will cause the neck swelling, which is known as a bull's neck, as you can see here, the neck swelling, okay. So this is nothing but it is known as a bull's neck, okay, bull's neck. Now there are 2 points we have to remember here, that the pseudomembrane which is formed here. Now 2 points mean that most common site is fascia. That is nothing but a tonsil. Okay, most common site is the tonsil. And the other point is here that the most dangerous site, that is the laryngeal. Okay, because why it is laryngeal, because if it will interfere with the respiratory problem, so there will be respiratory distress, so it is the most dangerous side, okay. So these two images you have to remember. Now we have the different test for it. Now as the bacteria is producing a toxin, so we will do a test for the toxin, and that is known as a Elec gel precipitation test. And what you will say here, that it is done for the toxin, for the detection of the toxin. So this is one test, electrical precipitation test, and the second test, that is the Schick test. S for S, you have to remember, that is for the susceptibility of organism. Susceptibility, susceptibility. Okay. So this is it, guys. It was a very short overview, and hope it helps. Thank you.